All right, this is Animating a Scene Part 2. Where we left off, we had created our backdrops, our splash screen that said the joke, and we have our background, and we have some characters on here that are all moving. So we have some things that we need to do. We need to understand first that everything within this plane has coordinates, XY coordinates. In fact, if I click on Avery walking, you can see right here that says it's x -8 and y -48. Alternatively, I can click here to Abby, and she's on the x position, 152, and the y position, -37. The fairy also has one at -139 and -20. So what we actually want to do, what our goal is that we want Avery to actually walk across the screen and end up probably in the center. You have some creativity, so it doesn't have to be in the center, but I do want to see a walking character. So what I want to do, if I go here to motion, you can actually see these XY coordinates. I want Avery walking to start off the screen. I don't want her to be seen until I'm ready. And you won't get it perfect, so please don't try. You can get it as far back as possible. Our XY coordinates automatically change here. So I want to throw this into my code. Hey, when we start this program or when the flag is clicked, I want her to not only hide, but I want her to go to that XY location. Okay, it's a bell. Then when I receive start joke, she needs to start moving over here. So I want to take this glide. But before I do that, I want to physically move her to the location that we want because they're going to automatically change my XY coordinates and I don't have to do work. Now if I glide 1 second, that's quite literally saying it takes 1 second to get from point A to point B. So she's going to go really fast. Let's watch. We have our splash screen, we have our characters, and she just books it over there. So I'm going to glide for 3 seconds to that location and see how much better that is. Oh, look at that. Now, her animation for her walking can be sped up, so I'm going to put that at 0.5, and let's try that again so she actually looks like she's walking. All right, cool. So she's there, and that actually looks a little bit more fluid, and it actually starts looking like it's a real character. So what I want to do is I want to grab my other Avery. So if I click on people, I can grab her. Now she needs the same code. When this is clicked, we want to hide her because if we don't, she's going to show up on that splash screen. We could throw in another forever loop of next costume with a wait between them. Now, if she's right here next to the other Avery walking, we want this to kind of be seamless. So she's already there, but just in case, I am going to throw in that XY coordinate to make sure that anytime that flag is clicked, she's right there. So, Avery walking, she gets to that location. I want to hide her because I want to trigger the event to show the other Avery. So she gets to that location, I'm going to select hide. But then I want to broadcast. I'm going to broadcast a new event. I'm going to say show Avery. So that when I click on Avery, and when she sees the command to show Avery, she's going to show. So let's see how that works. There's our splash screen. Walkie, walkie, walkie. She gets to that location, switches, and there she is with her. She might be a little fast. We could slow that down to 2 seconds. So now we need to start making some jokes. Whoever you want to have it start. In my case, I'm going to have Abby start. Maybe I want her to wait just a little bit before she actually starts telling the joke, because we've had that splash screen show up and it gets kind of confusing when it changes everything and boom, she's now just talking. So I'm going to have her wait 1 second. Then I'm going to take this say, it says say hello for 2 seconds. So now I'm going to throw in a joke. What do you call a dead computer? So once this happens, we want all the other characters to, because you know, you tell a joke, the other people should be thinking about it, right? So we want the fairy to think about it. So we could definitely throw this in here because we see that she's waiting 1 second and then she's saying this for 2 seconds. We could probably put in a wait for 2 seconds on that fairy before we do anything. So I'm going to throw in a control. Wait 2 seconds. And then she's going to think for 2 seconds. Now, at Avery, she's going to be the one that like tells the punchline. So she walks into place and she's like, oh, I heard it. Let me ruin the joke for you. So let's see how we do this. Yeah, what do you call a dead computer? And then Avery, because she's already Avery, she's already there. We don't have to worry about the entire walking because remember, that's a different object. So at this point in time, she can just give the punchline. Rammed. And then we can trigger the event to make everybody laugh. So let's go ahead and put in that event, and I'm going to broadcast a new message that says laugh. And then we can go in here and we can say, when I receive laugh, I'm going to say ha 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 for 2 seconds. The fairy, when I receive laugh, I'm going to say that's funny. And then we're pretty much done. I want some creativity though. What do you call a dead computer? Rammed. Ha ha ha, that's funny, right? So you should have your own creativity. But this is the code and this is how it works. You have a little bit of wiggle room. You can pick whatever backdrop you want. You can pick whatever character you want. You don't have to use these exact characters, but it should have somebody walking. It should have 3. They should all have animations. You should be telling a joke and you should have your welcome title screen. I hope that helps. Give me my animating a scene and I will see you in class.